Now in this video I will describe so much awaited result, that is intermediate value theorem. This is also known as Bolzano's theorem. So this theorem assures us that a continuous function on an interval takes on at least owns any number that lies between two of its values. This theorem states that suppose I equals to ab, so that means I is a closed interval and we are considering a function f from ab to r, which is a real valued continuous function on I. So if a and if b, that means the two functional values at two extremes. So if a and if b are unequal, so in that case if assumes every value between f a and f b at least ohms. So we will use the previous Bolzano theorem to prove this intermediate value theorem. This is very useful and rich result. So for the proof, without loss of generality, let us assume that fa is less than k and k is less than fb. So k is any real number, and consider a function gx. So gx is nothing but fx minus k. So we are considering another point, another real number k between fa and fb, and we are considering a function which is the difference of two functions fx and the constant k. So due to continuity of f on the interval ab, we can say that g is continuous on that interval, and clearly fa is less than k, that means fa minus k is negative and the quantity fb minus k will be positive. So clearly the value g of a, that is fa minus k, is negative, and gb, that is fb minus k, will be positive. So since GA and GB are of opposite signs, then according to Bolzano's theorem, using the idea of sign change, we can conclude that there exists at least one point, let's call D, in the open interval AB, so that G of D will be 0. So if G of D will be 0, then we can conclude that if D minus K will be 0, that means if D will be simply K. So if attains every value at least ohms in the open interval AB. So using the idea of sign change or the idea of location of roots, we can conclude that if a continuous function, if a real valued function is continuous on some closed interval and there is case of sign change, that means the two functional values are of opposite signs, then it assumes every value between those values at least ohms. So this is the basic idea of intermediate value theorem. So we have already discussed uh, intermediate value theorem, but note that if fa not equals to fb and if assumes every value between fa and fb at least ohms, then f may not be continuous on that interval. So for example, if we consider a function f defined from the closed interval 0 to the set of reals R, defined as fx takes the value x when x lies between 0 and 1, so 0 less than x less or equals to 1, so when 1 is included, and fx takes the value 3 minus x when 1 less than x less than 2, and fx is precisely 0 at the point x equal to 0 and fx is clearly 2 at the point x equals to 2, then clearly if assumes every value between fa and fb, That means f assumes every value between f0 and f2 at least once, and clearly f is not continuous on this interval 0 2. So this is a very useful remark of the intermediate value theorem. And as a corollary, we can state that suppose f is a function which is defined from ab to ab, and this is real valued continuous function, then f has a fixed point. That means there exists some point c in the open interval ab, so that fc will be c. That means this is the case of identity. So this is known as fixed point theorem. So this is very easily proved. This can be proved by the help of intermediate value theorem. This states that if f is defined from a closed interval to that interval to itself, and if f is continuous function on that interval, then clearly there exists some point in the open interval, so that fc will be c. So this is the idea of intermediate value theorem and its some consequence. So I think this video will help you for the basic preparation of real analysis and uniform continuity and so on. So thanks a lot. Stay with us for more videos.